It's so good, it's so good, it's so good, it's so good. You sexy mother Fletcher. Welcome, I am JC to another Spotlight episode, and now I am going to talk about my recent experience to the Renaissance, a film by Beyonce and directed by Beyonce, and everything was by Beyonce. You know what I loved about this experience? And I was wondering why I felt like they charged me double for this film. But see, what happened was it seemed like they charged me double, but they charge you in a very expensive way because they actually turned up the sound and they put some, the sound system in the theater was like you were in a club, and so you could hear the boom 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 boom, and you could hear your chair vibrating. I thought my chest was going to explode. I thought my head was going to explode, and it was so super spectacular, and B didn't fail us. And naturally I went there as a beehive, for Queen Bee. And since I missed her worldwide concert, the Renaissance tour, she was actually going from one city to the other around the world, and to feature her album. Why am I tearing? There are tears coming in. No, I'm not. Yeah. Am I crying for Beyonce right now? Maybe. Who knows? So anyhow, oh my goodness. Somebody told me, please tell me if it's a good one, and if it's a good movie. And I told them, don't wait for my movie reaction. Just go to the theater and experience the whole thumping sound and the disco music, because Beyonce played homage to the old music, or the 80s and the 70s, and it was super spectacular, super awesome, super fabulous. And I love the part wherein the musicians of Beyonce grab the music of Madonna, of Vogue. The music Vogue, 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 strike a pose. And they mixed it with Michael Jackson's You Wanna Be Starting Something. And, and for those of you, Mama say, Mama, Mama, Mambusa, that part of the song. And then the Vogue of Madonna, they fused it together and they turned the stage into a runway show. Oh my goodness, that was, I think it was like a multi-million-dollar production. And what I loved about it is because when they filmed this documentary, like for each song, the camera was positioned in such a way that her clothes before the camera started changing. And what they did is got her different outfits from her many shows and made it for this documentary. And I'm just telling you guys, it was super out of this world. And Beyonce also took us behind the scenes and told everybody that it took her 4 years to create this, because there was like 1,000 people behind the scenes of setting up the stage. And while one stage was finished in a city, the other stage was being built in another stadium, and another stage was being built in another stadium, and it was like so on, and multi-million-dollar production. And they also showed her cute daughter, Blue Ivy, and I'm so proud of Blue Ivy, and she has come so far. And the only thing that I could say to Beyonce's daughter, if you're watching, You know, don't mind the haters. I love that you pushed back. She pushed back the haters and just started performing, because Blue Ivy was just supposed to perform one time. But then when somebody called her attention and told Blue Ivy, oh, there are people that are criticizing you out there, instead of getting discouraged, what she did, the daughter worked harder. You know, just like her mom is a hard worker. I love Beyonce's work ethic. By the way, it's not only women empowerment, like she pushes herself even if she has bronchopneumonia, a broken foot, a broken knee, and you know, doctors all over the place behind the scenes and massage therapists just to prop her up on stage and wear those high heels and start, you know, sashaying like a model. And that's what I loved about this. And they also took us back to where she was raised in Houston, Texas, and her old home, you know, and with her mom and dad. It was such a lovely home. And of course, you guys that know me, you know that I love private jets. And they showed some scenes in Beyonce and Jay-Z's private jet. It was all awashed in white. Beautiful, beautiful. What a beautiful life. But of course, Beyonce was saying like she was such a such a hardworking woman, very, very driven to the point that she gets what she wants. And Renaissance, the Renaissance World Tour by Beyonce was just super, 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 super duper spectacular. I just want you guys to see the movie. And I love the fact that I also saw her mom, Tina Knowles, was there, the lovely Tina Knowles, who's a designer. And I love the scene where Beyonce say that fashion played a major part in being a performing artist, because her mom is a designer. And you know, when they started, she didn't have any access to the couture houses, to the couture salons in Paris and in Milan. Well, now she does, you know, because at her status, of course, she has access to all the major design houses. But so they started creating their own costumes, their own clothes, and she got noticed. And oh my goodness, this woman is just something else. And this is the reason why she had so many fans out there. And the meaning of her concept, Renaissance, is a rebirth. So she wanted her audience to be reborn and rebirth. So go out there and watch that movie. You don't need to, you don't need my seal of approval for you to go out there. Just go out there and experience it. If you find a Dolby Surround theater or an IMAX, so much the better. And before I go, I'd like to give a shout out to Athena, my sweet little Athena, and Popit, and Ellen, and Sophia Meatballs, and Eva Marie Malyari, and those of you out there, and Sonita. Yes, Sonita. Go out there and see this movie, please. Watch it at a Dolby surround sound, IMAX, whatever. Just go out there. I'm pretty sure if there are no people in the movie theater, and hopefully there will be people, you'll get up and start dancing. So there you have it, my precious loved ones. That was my reaction to this documentary of Beyonce's Renaissance. And as my new tagline is, when you go out there for an audition and they say, no, don't let that discourage you. Just go at it and perfect your craft, perfect yourself, and just do it over and over again. And I know that somebody out there is going to discover you. Or else join us here at socialmediashows.com and we will expose you. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I love you all. See you next time. Chowder.